Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to the stream. Decided to cut the wait time a bit short just because, first of all, I'm back in Montreal. I'm back in Canada. I'm a permanent resident now, so that's very exciting. Also, I bought a new headset. Not this one. This one's also new, but I bought another one with a mic. But it's a Bluetooth headset, and this computer, for whatever reason, does not have Bluetooth because somehow the Windows OS on this computer got deactivated, which is really annoying. So if you guys have trouble hearing me, that is why. I'm projecting so desperately loud right now without yelling because I'm currently quarantining in a hotel. Yeah. So yeah. I'm back and I'm here to once again draw some stuff. Today we'll be doing the mascot from Loop Sessions 54. I know I sent out a notification that said it was Loop Sessions 53. We could probably still listen to it afterwards just because I have another thing to edit that maybe I'll show you guys after drawing this one. But we're actually going to start off with Loop Sessions 54. So that's what's happening. So I'm just going to let the Facebook people know and the Twitter people know that I'm online right now. But while we do that, why don't I just pull up the music so that I can end your suffering, basically. Loop Sessions 54, created by Zinxie. It was a very funky record, and I'm prepared to color in this funky cat. So enough of me talking. Let's go play the dang songs. Oh, right. My song is first on this. Of course, yes. Because this playlist, very special playlist, was the Oh Hi Mark edition. So this was mostly DeLorean McFly's idea. Don't get it twisted. I may have created the whole persona of Spicy Mark, but here's what happened. So this was like the night or 2 nights before Loop Sessions 54, and I had posted a story using the GIF from the movie The Room, and for those who know, the character played by Tommy Wiseau, he has a line in the movie that says, "Oh, hi, Mark," and obviously Magnanimous, whose first name is Mark, tagged him in it, being like, "Oh, well, I'll see you on," what was it, like Saturday? It was a Saturday? It was a Wednesday. And so I was like, "Oh, see you on Wednesday. Oh, hi, Mark," whatever. And so DeLorean sees that IG story, and he's like, "Okay, we have to put Oh, hi, Mark in the beats. I'll do it if you do it." And I was like, that's freaking hilarious. Obviously, I have to do it. But then we decided to spread it to the other Loop Sessioneers. And I think we got a total of 8 submissions of beats where they just have "Oh hi Mark" just in there, and it was very funny to see Mark's reaction, be like, "What the hell is going on?" And we explained to him after. It was very funny, and so that's what you'll hear a lot of in these beats. Again, apologies for the audio quality coming from me right now. Hopefully you can hear me somewhat if you just put your mind to it and believe. But that's not what any of you are here for. We are here to listen to some music and watch me draw. So, and occasionally eat mac and cheese because I have some in the microwave. So without further ado, Loop Sessions 54.
What line?
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, I'm on.
Okay. Line.
I did not hit her.
I did not hit her.
It's not true.
It's not true.
It's bullshit.
What a story, Mark.
Ladies and gentlemen, this conference was called by Lord Bertrand Russell in order to make public a statement signed by a number of scientists and nuclear warfare. I hope that each of you has received a copy of the statement. I'm going to call on Lord Russell to give a short summary of this statement, and afterwards it will be turned open to you to ask questions relating to this problem. Lord Russell.
The purpose of this conference is to bring to your notice, and through you to the notice of the world, a statement signed by 8 of the most eminent scientists in fields cognated to nuclear warfare about the perils that are involved in nuclear warfare and the absolute necessity, therefore, of avoiding war. I will just read you a brief abstract here, which I think you already have. The accompanying statement, which has been signed by some of the most eminent scientific authorities in different parts of the world, deals with the perils of a nuclear war. It makes it clear that neither side can hope for victory in such a war, and that there is a very real danger of the extermination of the human race.
Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark.
What up, DeLorean? Thanks for joining the chat. Yes, the Oh Hi Mark edition, indeed.
Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. 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 Oh, hi, Mark. Mark. I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. 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 Hi, Mark.
Risque. Hello, Mars. How are you doing? Thank you for joining the stream. Yep, good to be back in the country. I have a little story to tell actually about this whole trip. It was quite the adventure. Properly. Let me just actually see if I do this. Can y'all hear me? I need to just verify that the sound is okay because like I mentioned at the top of the stream, what just happened to the music? Okay, yeah. Is this headset doesn't have a proper mic. It just has the built-in mic that's here. So if y'all have trouble hearing me, that's why. But anyway, yeah, so we decided to leave, me and my mom, because my mom drove me here. We decided to leave on Tuesday night. I got my confirmation of permanent residency on the 4th, I think. And so then on the, hold on, I don't know what dates are. And so, yeah, so we got it on the 4th, and we decided, okay, we need to leave, like, ASAP. Because I'm not spending another minute in the U.S. if I don't have to. So we made all our plans, we did all our shopping, then we got tested the next Monday, which was the 8th, so we got tested Monday morning. And the whole thing about, like, coming to Canada, and this was only implemented, like, last month, Like, you have to have a negative COVID test, and it has to have been administered within 3 days of arriving at the border. So it's like, well, if you're coming from far, that could be tricky, because, like, it takes 3 days to know if you're positive or negative. But, like, me and my mom don't really go anywhere, so it's not like we were concerned by that. And so we got tested, and then what happened? Then we decided, okay, we've got the car, and yeah, I know, my mic is very low. I was just saying that because this is not a proper mic. Remember, the other headset I had like a mic that stuck out, and I have a new headset that does that, except it's Bluetooth and I can't plug it in. Very annoying. And I did mention it at the top of the hour that this mic was going to be trouble in terms of being able to hear me. So again, I apologize for that. So just increase your volume just a teensy bit for this story time. And then I will do my very best to accommodate for next time. I forgot what I was saying. So yeah, so we decided that we wanted to leave Tuesday night on the chance that we got our results within 2 days, meaning while we were on the road, right? And so we put in the GPS to get to the border, and for some reason, this is not giving us any regular routes. Usually to get from our house to Montreal, like full on Montreal city, is about 12 hours. But this route, we decided to take the route from our house to the border just to make sure that we got to the right border. More on that later. And that route alone was 12 hours. And then we quickly realized that this was not the usual route that we take. As a matter of fact, it took us right into the fucking boonies, which was a little frightening. Like, it was a completely rural route from start to finish. We didn't get on any highways. It was mostly just country, and then long ass roads through the forest, and then a few small towns. Not a single, like, highway in sight. And we may have saved maybe $100, $200, but let me tell you something about driving in the country as two black women in America. I would not recommend it because, hey, there are still a bunch of sundown towns, even on the East Coast, so you never really know where you're going to end up. But it was fine. Lots of cows, a lot of deer, horses. It was a very long trip, and for some reason, from the moment we left the house to when we actually got to the border, we accumulated an extra 3 hours on top of what was said. So we got to the border at around, I think, 2:30. Get this, the port that we ended up at was the wrong port. Isn't that fun? Luckily, the right port was only 15 minutes away, because if it was any longer than that, I think my mom would have killed me on the spot. So we get to the port, and I'm ready for, like, dramatics, you know? This is, like, the day that I've been waiting for 3 years. Like, I have my proof of residency, I have my COPR, I have the address where I'm going to live, I have my job offer letter. Like, no one's giving me shit today if I can help it. And, like, one of the guys mentions that I may or may not have needed the copy of my CSQ, and I'm like, that should be irrelevant. I wouldn't have gotten my COPR if I didn't have a CSQ, and it's on file, so why would you need it? Anyway, we get there, we get out of the car, they ask what I'm doing here, and I'm like, I'm landing as an immigrant. And that was basically it. They asked me a few questions. They didn't even need to see the rest of the shit that I brought. I signed a few papers, and then that was that. And there was also a whole thing about my mom not wanting to quarantine for two weeks, because, like, she's only here to drop me off. No reason for her to stay in Canada if she does not want to, which obviously make sense, but also the alarmist in me was like, if they have any reason to suspect that you're gonna leave early, they might not let you in, and you have all my shit in the car. So, hey, we gotta figure that out. And so we decided to just ask. We were like, hey, if you know, I'm just dropping her off. Can I just leave early? Like, I'll do the test, whatever. You have the copy of my 2 negative tests. So, if, can I just leave? And they're like, yeah. So, before we crossed the border, they made us do a self-administered COVID test. And that was that. That's how I became a permanent resident. Very quickly. Very anticlimactic. Not dramatic at all. Which I think I'm grateful for, because when I got essentially deported, it was like 7 hours, and they went through all my shit, and they went through all my phones, and I didn't process that trauma until like a full year later. So the fact that this went so easy, which I feel like I had a suspicion that it was going to be easy just because of how fucking hard it was to get here. Like the weeks coming up to this, like not even weeks, I'd say since July, because July is when my application portal said that it was done, but I still hadn't received my co-PR, and it had not crossed my mind that I needed that piece of paper to go, and I never got it. So I had like put my life on hold again for like another 6 months until I got it. And that's that story. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to ask. Again, I apologize for the quality of this mic. It's not great, but once I set up my Twitch stream stuff on the other laptop, which is Bluetooth compatible, this should no longer be an issue. And thank you for listening to my story. So let's get back to the music. I think we went through like quite a few beats, so I'm gonna start over. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the chat, and I'll do my best to answer them as loud as I can. So thanks.
Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. 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 Oh, hi, Mark. not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. Hi, Mark. Hi, Mark. Hi, Mark. Hi, Mark. Hi, Mark. Hi, Mark.
podcast. Thank you for joining. I have to talk like this into the mic to be heard, I think. Is this better, Rich Pan? Are you still here? Is this any better? Unfortunate, because then I won't really be able to listen to the music. Hi, followers! Yes, the hard pants, the cartoonish shirt, the boxer shorts with hearts on them. Because this is basically the quarantine DJ, who's basically mostly visible from the torso up and has no pants. Sorry, let me lower the music. Sorry. See, this is very difficult to do. If I had just gotten a headset that was not Bluetooth, I would not be having these issues. Because Celeste, you missed the part where I explained that tonight's stream would be a little difficult because I got a new headset because the other headset that I had was not mine, so I had to give it back. It was actually the headset that I use for work. And then I got two new headsets. I got this one that does not have a mic. It's just a regular jack with a built-in mic, so not really made for streaming at all. And then I got another headset that does have a proper mic, except it does not connect by USB. It only connects by Bluetooth, which I'm just like, there should be an option where you can just plug a jack in. That's kind of stupid. I don't understand why that's a thing. And so here we are for our first stream from Montreal. And it's kind of ghetto, but it's okay. Because I'm making it work. And we are almost done with this cat anyways. So now you're going to have to help me. Oh, by the way, happy 1 year of global pandemic, everybody. Yes, March 11th, 2020 was the day that the World Health Organization declared the panoramic global. It was official. I remember where I was that day too, because it was a special day for me. Today happens to be, well, other than the fact that it's my brother's birthday, but that's not the significance that I'm talking about today. Today is what I call Sigma's Day. It's the day that I got my tattoo. Maybe one day I'll talk more about that, but those who know the vibes. And it happened to be a full moon in Virgo that night, so I was doing a ritual. Like, I had my stones, I was outside for the full moon and everything, and I don't know what intention I put out in the world, but I put out a really strong one. I remember, and that was like, yeah, it was like, okay, now all of a sudden we're all home for what we thought was 2 weeks. It was not 2 weeks. So yeah, so that was exactly 1 year ago, and lo and behold, I really wanted to be back in Montreal by March 11th. In my heart of hearts, that was it for me. But my mom was the one who ultimately decided when we were gonna leave. I thought we were gonna leave like Wednesday. We left Tuesday. We got here yesterday, and my first time waking up in the city as a permanent resident was March 11th. So I'm really happy that that's how it turned out for me anyway. Now the rest is to be seen. We'll see how the rest of my my time in quarantine goes, but I'm super happy to be back. And now we're gonna draw these little hearts on this motherfucker right here, on these boxer shorts. So y'all can help me name this cat. And while that's happening, if y'all have any questions for me about my panoramic journey or my immigration journey, or if y'all want to tell me about your panoramic journey and what kind of year it's been for you, let's talk about it. Y'all. Paniversary, exactly. Celeste, you know the vibes. Celeste, you and I will talk about the tattoo story after the stream. But yeah, tell me. By the way, Loop Sessions is happening this Saturday. This is the whole month we've been doing Panty Anniversary posts, which is why I've been doing these. Well, no, it's not why I've been doing these drawings. These drawings were going to happen regardless, but we decided that we could also post them to Loop Sessions because they are based on Loop Sessions flyers. And then we decided, oh, these would make some really cute posts to commemorate all the stay-at-home editions. I know the first two stay-at-home editions did not have characters on them because they were kind of impromptu. Literally, the first one was not even planned to be a stay-at-home edition until they announced the quarantine. And then the second one, it was the same motif as the one before it, which had no character on it, so they just kind of stuck with that. And it wasn't until Loop Sessions 39 that figures started showing up on the flyers. So that's basically what those posts are all about. What else? What was I saying? Yeah. So this is what these little characters are kind of meant to represent, all the things that helped us get through the pandemic. For some people it was Animal Crossing, and for some of us it was Loop Sessions, and so it just kind of made sense to merge the two. I have never played Animal Crossing, actually. Is it any good? Y'all can talk about that too. But yeah, y'all, talk to me about what this whole year has meant for y'all in this panini. Let's chitty chat. this cat. I just need to do some shading and then the background, and then we'll be done. So if anybody is still in the chat or still watching, who would like to do the honors of helping me name this cat? Let me know.
Follow your heart. Like, a lot of people might not see your vision yet. You know what I mean? People might call you crazy and think it won't make sense. Follow your heart and just follow it all the way through. And that's when you'll see you making new ground and people will appreciate it later on. You know what I mean? Never try to do something to impress the next man, you know, next woman. Like, it's really about what you see, you know, what you have inside. You know, everybody's unique individual here. You know what I mean? So you have something to contribute. So whatever it is, follow that and bring it out. And share the table with all of us, you know what I mean?
Big shouts, Loop Sessions, Mark Kings, Mark the Magnanimous. Anybody else who shall remain anonymous. Feeling the feels today, but it's what it is. What else can we do? I ain't trying to go outside. Look at that shit. Is it just me? Silly. Twisting up some introspection for a good reflection on why I'm feeling pulled apart in three different directions. The mind, the body, and the heart in separate dimensions. It's hard to stop and consider the options that I'm left with. Patience, temptation, the hope of unification with another heart that's out of reach. So much to say I couldn't speak. I had to fill in some pages. Telling you my feelings made me way less anxious. Patience, says the mind and the heart. I told you I didn't have expectations. I didn't tell you that there's since been some changes. Body fell in too deep in temptations. No misbehaving. Truth is I'm a freak, and I sort of keep my heart on my sheets. I'm being worshipped like the God I'm told I deserve to be, but I'm still reserving you the best and the worst of me.
Slow pace, immensely slow rhythms. And these are very difficult for us to get. And they impress us and depress.
Still reserving you the best and the worst of me.
As our coming and going, which goes for what is to us such a slow pace that we can't possibly
Still reserving you the best and the worst of me.
that it is really a rhythm.
But I'm still reserving you the best and the worst of me.
Jasper is such a cute name. I love that. I don't know why. Jasper? So cute. Does Jasper have uh a last name? Thank you for tuning in, Celeste. Thank you for your suggestion of Jasper. True, very similar to the character of Steven Universe, Jasper, who is, I guess, would be qualified as a red Jasper. She has stripes, very much like the sweater that this cat is wearing. Yes, Jasper, hell yeah. Jasper. Also, this cat's sweater reminds me of Soul. Soul, like the sun. So, Sunny Jasper. What if we name this cat Sunny Jasper? Can this cat be DJ Sunny Jasper? Sunny the Jasper? Sunny Jasper. DJ Sunny Jasper. It doesn't have to be a pun. Doesn't have to be a clever cat pun or a pun on anything that this cat is wearing other than the cat being red and having stripes and having a sweater that reminds you of your friend's name, Sol, which is Spanish for sun. And this cat has clearly not seen the sun in very long. So are we calling this cat Sunny Jasper? We'll see what the audience has to say. But thank you for your Why? What up, Schmings? You did not hear the part where I explained that most people during quarantine, DJs and all, are only properly dressed from the torso up because they're on camera. So that goes for DJs as well. They're already up top, and then they don't need pants during a pantless panini. So no pants, no pants. And plus, remember, this was the old Highmark edition, Loop Sessions 54. And Vincent and him have a whole thing about not wearing pants. And you know this. Mario, come on. Come on, keep up. Keep up. Keep up. But yes, that's where I was going with this cat. So, DJ with no pants. And we are considering calling this cat Sunny Jasper. DJ Sunny Jasper. DJ Jasper. Sunny Jasper. I don't know, I like it. I like that there's no real reason or rhyme to the name like all the other ones. The name has nothing to do with the fact that the cat is a DJ and has no pants, and has nothing to do with Mark either. This cat has a real government name, you know what I mean? Unless that's his artist name, we don't know. But like, that's the vibe I'm feeling. I'm feeling Sunny Jasper. I feel like it's such a quirky name to go with such a quirky sweater and the heart shorts, the heart boxers, and the soulless eyes that have not seen sleep in 14 hours. Okay, maybe that part we can dedicate to Mark, but and the DJ part, but also just, you know, this is a cat with no pants. Silly cat not wearing no pants. What are you doing? Get out of here. Go find some pants. I don't know, I'm rambling now. Rambling. Yes, thank you, Celeste. I'm glad that you approve. You did such a good job helping us name Tammy Sue Telfer, that I think Sunny Jasper is the way to go. I feel like that's the only reasonable name. And I'm here for it. I'm here for that. So that's that. That's Sunny Jasper. I almost forgot the name. Can you believe that? Literally just spent 5 minutes talking about it. Wow, I'm very tired. And yeah, I was on the road for like 16 motherfucking hours, y'all. Because we took a weird backwoods route. Mario, you also missed that part of the stream. Story time where the Google Maps, for some godforsaken reason, did not give us a path with tolls, meaning we did not get on any highways. The route was completely rural. And then when I told my dad, he nearly had a heart attack. And he's right, two black women driving alone at night in bumpkin ass America, a country that still has sundown towns. Probably not the best idea. But if we wanted to get to the border within the 3 days of our COVID test, that was really the only way to do it. And so is life. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. You know? That's exactly what I said. That's literally the same words that I told my mom. I was like, "Oh, we're taking the scenic route." You know, except there was not much scene to look at because it was pitch black, but the little that we could see was nice. Like some parts were like really barren, like just all farmland with barns and like animals and shit. At some point there was like a field, and because it was so dark, all we could see were the like glowing beady little eyes. And we're like, what are those? Are those deer? They look a little short to be deer. Are they goats? Maybe they're goats. But then we eventually did see some deer. Oh yeah, funny thing, we almost ran over two different rabbits. Like two, not even rabbits, little bunnies. They were small, fluffy, fat little things just skirting across the street. Of all the things to come across our path, there was definitely one deer that, came across, and that's to be expected. But a bunny rabbit. And what I loved so much about that also was that they both looked like Lola Bunny and Bugs Bunny respectively, and these were like I think at least an hour apart or 2 hours apart. And we may have been in different states at this point. I think one was in Pennsylvania and the other one was in New York. So I was just like, what are these rabbits fucking doing, dog? Like, use a sidewalk. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know what I'm yeah, definitely more route than scenic. I mean, once the sun came up, it was honestly gorgeous. At that point, we were approaching Plattsburgh, and for those who travel across the border regularly, you know that that's the part of the U.S. where it's like huge snow-capped mountains and forests and huge lakes and all that stuff. And I love traveling through there, especially during the winter, because it's absolutely breathtaking. And I'm like, this just must be a little short of what Vancouverites experience on the daily. And if it were not for the freezing cold, I would have considered living there, because I did get into a school in BC. But nope. But yeah, the sun came up a few hours before we got to the border, and we got to enjoy some of that scenic route. And we got to see a lot of horses, a lot of farms again. And yeah, on a quand même profité, tu vois. But yeah, I would not recommend it again because my mom was running on coffee and determination alone. And when we got to the wrong border, not the wrong border, the wrong port of entry, I got a little scared because this was the specific one that we chose because it was on the list of open borders. And there was another one that was open, but I was certain that this was the one that I used to go through on Greyhound. And luckily the guy told us that the correct border was only 15 minutes away and that we had to just basically do a giant U-turn. And of course I apologized profusely just because it was a very long trip that my mom had to drive the entire way because I do not have my license. What did I just do? Yeah, okay. And we got there. I got my permanent residence. It was not dramatic at all. I was ready for the dramatics though, but it was fine. And upon asking, despite what it says on the website, my mom simply asked, "Hey, I don't want to stay here and I don't want to do the quarantine. So if I just come in to drop her off, can I go home like Friday?" And they're like, "Yeah, that's fine." And I was just like, "Okay, okay, sure, yeah, that's fine." Honestly, I can't even complain because that makes everything much easier. Because I was paying for the car rental, and it was a big old like Forerunner Toyota. So, and it was very expensive. So the fact that now I only have to pay for like 3 days rental instead of 14, 15 days, that's totally fine by me. I'm with that. You know what I mean? So exactly, my mom is the real goat. Because my siblings gave me so much shit, being like, "Oh, why don't you just wait till the spring? Because, you know, she's old and she's going to be driving all by herself. And why can't you?" I'm just like, hey, you think I want mom to be driving by herself during the winter? No, I don't. But here's the thing. I've waited 3 years for my shit. You guys are already in Canada. I don't think you understand the mental gymnastics that I constantly have to do to not jump off a freaking bridge waiting for these papers to get done. And so now that they're done, why should I wait? Granted, that being said, my mom was the one that decided that we should leave before we got our COVID results. We both knew that we were going to be negative, but she said, "No, we're leaving Tuesday." And we just got to hope that we get the result on the road. If not, we can park somewhere and wait another day. But we got to be close to the border when those results come in. And she's right. And luckily they came in just a few hours before we got to the border. So that was super lucky for us. But yeah, on the one hand, obviously, I was going to pay for everything, including all the stuff we had to buy to get ready for the trip, the rental, all that shit. It's only right because I'm the one being towed to another country. On the other hand, like, man, leave me alone. Jeez. Like, my life has been very hard the last 3 years. Can I know peace? Can I know peace, please? And like, we were all obviously freaking out because my mom is somebody who is very bullheaded. She's not going to do what she doesn't want to do. And it was also one of the things that she used to like make me feel better about the whole thing. She's like, "Hey, if I didn't want to drive you across the country, I wouldn't do it. But I know that you are miserable here and that you need to be back in Montreal. And I would rather get it done sooner than later because I got shit to do this month and you need to move on with your life. So let's go." And I will always appreciate my mom for that. You really can't find a lot of people who will ride for you like that. So if you still have your mom in your life, go fucking call her right this minute. I know it's 10 o'clock. Call her. Call your moms. But yeah, we're almost done with Sunny Jasper here. I think we are done. This is it. The shading's done. So let's do the background now. Okay. Oops. Look at that. Hello. Okay.
A shady character. What's his name?
Now wait now. Who's got his card? Has got it in my pocket. Oh yes, here it is.
It ain't nothing like.
I agree. She does deserve Birkins and red bottoms. Here's the thing. She already has them. She is a very bougie person. She will buy those shits herself. And she already has. So I have to actually think of something that she will... man, if I could find her some rum raisin ice cream. Because all she does whenever she comes to Montreal is ask for rum raisin ice cream. That's what I gotta find for her. I gotta find somewhere that will deliver rum raisin ice cream in the US or to the US and just buy her a whole case of it. Because that's like at least a specific thing that us in the family know about her that she really, really loves. So if I can... She even said it on the road here. As soon as we got on the Champlain Bridge, she was like, okay, call Aisha and tell her to find me some of that rum raisin ice cream. And I just laughed, and I called my sister, and then she laughed because my mom asks for this every time she comes to town, and because it's seasonal. It's still winter over here. We ain't got no rum raisin ice cream in the winter, unless you go to Bilbouquet or something, and I'm sure they're not open right now. So, whoever's got a plug for rum raisin ice cream that can be delivered, please let me know.
Like it's gonna be a great day today to get some fresh air like a stray on a straightaway. Hey you, got a light? Nah, a Bud Light. Early in the morning, face crud from like a mud fight. Looky here, it's just the way the cookie tear. Prepare to get hurt and mangled like Kurt Angle rookie year. The rocket scientist with the pocket wineless. Some even say he might need some psychiatrist. Doom, are you pondering what I'm pondering? Yes, but why would the darn thing be wandering? She's just a foundling, barely worth fondling. My posse's on Broadway like mama, I want to sing. Mad plays the bass like the race card. Villain in the place to break shards and leave a face scarred. Groovy dude, not to prove to be rude, but this stuff is like what you might put on movie food. What is jalapenos? Get it like a whooping when you holler at your seniors. Dollar, you can overhear the hashish fiender. He just came from over there, the grass is greener. Last wish, I wish I had 2 more wishes. And I wish they fixed the door to the matrix's mad glitches. Flip so many verses, sometime my jaw twitches. One thing this party could use is more booze. Put yourself in your own shoes and stay away from all the peers of busted Timbs he don't use. He only keep them to decorate. If you wanna peep him, select a date and bring a deep check like checkmate.
And there you have it. See, if I hold the mic up like this, it works perfectly fine. This is so ghetto. Oh my god. Here we go. DJ Sunny Jasper is now ready for the Zoom party. Thank you all for tuning in and bearing with me during these technical difficulties, but we made it work, and I am super stoked to be back in Montreal. So, with that being said, I hope y'all have a good night, and I will probably attempt to stream again tomorrow. Maybe from the other computer, maybe not. Maybe we just keep doing the ghetto streams like this. This is probably fine. Cause this is basically my first vacation in a year. Now that I'm doing my obligatory 2-week self-isolation. So yeah. Thanks for tuning in. And I will see you next time. I will see you this Saturday for sure for Loop Sessions 57. The first of the 2 Panty Annie editions. Because March 13th is the official global shutdown anniversary. So if you make beats, you should definitely come through. Alright, I'm going to stop talking now. Peace. Bye-bye.